Hello, everybody. Today we're going to kind of take a step back and review our addition strategies that we've learned over the year and maybe even the last couple of years. So the structure for the next 4 weeks, the last 4 weeks of school, is going to be a little bit different. You've been working on building a website with Mrs. Kibbe that shows all of your knowledge about all the different subjects that we've talked about this year and that you've been learning about this year. So over the next 4 weeks, we're going to revisit addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and fractions. And then you are going to create and solve a problem of each type to be able to post into your website to show what your best, most efficient, effective strategy that you use for each type of problem is. So today we're going to spend some time just reviewing what are some of the different addition strategies that you can use and thinking about what's the most efficient strategy, but also which one is the most accurate for you. It's great if it's efficient, but if you can't do it accurately, it's not very helpful, right? So today we're just going to practice a bunch of addition. Tomorrow you are going to apply it to a word problem that you either complete by given one from me that's sort of open-ended, or you can make your own addition problem. So let's just jump into some of the addition strategies. So if you're a third grader, we've talked about adding 2- and 3-digit numbers this year all the way up to 1,000. If you're a fourth grader, we've gone beyond 3-digit numbers. We've gone to 4-digit numbers, 5-digit numbers. So for right now, I'm going to stick with 3-digit numbers so it's applicable to everybody. But think about if you're a fourth grader, if you're going to give yourself a challenging problem to put on your website that you are going to use to show what's the hardest, most challenging, complex type of problem you can successfully complete, you might want to think about using a 4- or 5-digit number. So let's say we've got the problem 386 plus 495. Let's say that's our problem, okay? And we're going to show a bunch of different strategies for solving this. So the first strategy that you might think of going to that you kind of learned in second grade is using your base 10 blocks, your hundreds, tens, ones chart, right? Now, this is a helpful visual strategy, but it's not super efficient. But if this is the go-to strategy for you, then this is the one you need to show. So we would show 386, so there's my 300s. There's my 80, and there's my 6, okay? And now I'm going to add 495 to it. So here's my 1, 2, 3, 400, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 90, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? And then if you recall, we're going to work from ones across so that we can regroup as needed. So I see that I can make a new 10 here. I'm going to show that by shifting the 10 over. I'm going to count my tens and see if I can make any new bundles of 100. So I know that I've got 80 here plus 20 more is going to make a new 100 for me. I'm going to show that here. And I'm going to check 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Nope, no more. And now I've got all of the information I need. So I'm going to count my hundreds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I know I've got 800. I'm going to count the tens I have left. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, and I have one left over. So I came up with the answer of 881. So I'm going to make this a little bit smaller now that I've modeled this for you, okay? So that's one strategy. That's using your place value strategy with a place value chart. Now, if you have got that down and you go, I don't want to draw all that and have to regroup, you're right, that's not very effective and efficient. So let's think about a more efficient strategy. So let's look at a partial sum. So this is sort of a place value strategy. So is partial sums. So partial sums look something like this. And maybe you solve your problems like this. Maybe you think about 386 plus 495, and you think, okay, I'll put my hundreds together, my tens together, and my ones together. So if I do 300 plus 400, I get 700. And then I could add 80 plus 90, and I could get 170. I can add 6 plus 5 to get 11. And then I can add all of those sums up here. right? Because those are our totals for each place value. So 700 plus 170 plus 11, which gives me 881. Same answer, quite efficient, right? Not a lot of drawing, lends itself to fewer mistakes and fewer silly errors. So you might do partial sums. You may do something similar where you take 386, keep that part whole, add 400, then add 90, then add 5. There's lots and lots of different strategies, right? Now, if you're a fourth grader, you've learned the traditional algorithm for addition. And this may be the one that you want to model on your website. This is certainly, as long as you know how to do it correctly and accurately, the most efficient strategy. So we set it up vertically like this, 386 plus 495. And we start with our 1. 6 plus 5 is 11, so I regroup my 10 and put my 1 down. Now I take a look at all my 10s. So I've got 8 10s plus 9 10s plus 1 10. Well, if I put the 1 with the 8, I get 9. 9 plus 9 is 18 10s, so I'm going to regroup that part and drop my 8. And now I've got 4 plus 3 plus 1, which also equals 8. So now I've got the answer of 881. And again, if you've got 4, 5 digits that you're adding together to get 800 together, then the traditional algorithm is definitely going to be the most efficient strategy. Okay? So today what you're going to do is you're going to practice a couple of addition problems, and you are going to use whatever strategy is the most efficient and effective for you. So I want you to challenge yourself. Use the strategy that is the most advanced, the most complex, not even complex. Don't revert back to the place value chart if you don't need to. If you know how to do partial sums or the traditional algorithm, you should stick with one of those strategies, okay? Make sure you show your work because this is practicing for tomorrow. Good luck. Let me know if you need any help.